Hey everyone, welcome back. It is turn 106 and we are nearing the end of the game. Whereas the game is announced finished on 108. I think it probably would have gone on a couple more turns than that, but it's very clear by 108 who is going to win. And if you're watching this and you've been following along the whole time, it may not be clear to you who that is, and I don't think it's clear to anybody in the game at turn 105 who that person is going to be. But let's find out. Turn 106. So a message from Lemuria. The world is turning to darkness covered in horrors and filled with demons and ghosts of souls long lost. How long shall this saga end? Question mark. Yeah, this is not a good world to live in with horrors and ghosts and demons all fighting for who gets to control it. Okay, a lore master gets killed. He was probably forging some of my air stuff. We cast Flames from the Sky, kill 132 units, not so bad. Hunter of Heroes kills my Wraithlord. Attacked by some Spinehars. How did this happen? This is a Magic Face attack. I wonder if this is like an Astral. Okay, it's an Astral Nature Wraithlord. This is kind of all you can do. This shows you how useless the gyms are. Once Astral Corruption goes up, is the best thing you can do with them is kind of empower immortals. Yeah, so this guy's going to be pretty hard to kill. Okay, we see a big battle. Okay, he moves into Jharia, which I think is my throne. Yeah, so he's got his big army here. Nothing to see, though. Well, let's just look at it, see what he's got. 2 archdevils, a smattering of mages, a bunch of storm demons. I don't really want to fight this, not even with the super combatant. There's kind of too many mages. They're casting Body Ethereal, which usually means they're going off script. Like the spell they were set up to cast, they're not casting. But I don't see them having Communion slaved up, so I don't know how he scripted them. I guess the Volas are off script. So maybe he has the Volas acting independently, like they're not part of a communion. And he could have his Maguses do things like with the Shamans. I don't know, actually. I don't know if he has enough. But if he got Light of the Northern Star up, then these guys could spam out Soul Slay, which would kill super combatants. Or he could just have them doing solar rays and stuff like that, which is pretty good. We were attacked by a Defiler of Dreams, but we live, so we're keeping our Incarnate Bless alive. This one kills a Grand Lemur. Oh, okay, and then this was the battle in Jharia. Well, let's go click through all these real quickly here. Battle in the Soaked Earth, so let's watch this. This is Lemuria Chaft meets Midguard Chaft. He's got 2 vampires, but I've got about 200 of these dudes. And my guys are far, far better than Thrall's. But he has these guys, and unfortunately they're going to waste all their energy on on Raised Dead, and these guys are also going to get eaten up by my ghosts. Witherbones is starting to come out now, but it's not probably going to be enough. Okay, rip. Okay, that was this battle, and then in Utgard we have a big battle. Let's go watch this. So the game is definitely picking up tempo here as we move towards the end. So I hit Utgard with Flames from the Sky, and you can see some remnants of that because it looks like people are missing here. Like, they were probably arranged in some nice little neat formation, and they're gone. It did not kill these guys, unfortunately, which Flames from the Sky with these guys being susceptible to fire definitely can do. It did give this guy an Affliction. Oh, he's got a ton of HP. Heroic Toughness, that's how he survived. And we are rolling out, so we've got Anti-Magic, Rigor Mortis. I think Light of the Northern Star will be... Oh no, maybe I didn't script that. That was Bloodletting, which does a little bit of damage to everyone, I think. And then what is that? Oh, that's Wither Bones. Okay, there's Rigor Mortis and Wailing Winds. Okay, he casts Mass Regeneration, which is good in case I did Wind of Death. And Witherbones is doing a ton of damage, and Cleansing Waters is doing a fair amount too, but we're working our way through his chaff reasonably efficiently. We've got Nether Bolts, or Nether Darts coming in and kind of clearing out big swaths. More Nether Darts coming out. Probably see them in a second. Okay. Looking like his front line is not going to hold. So I'm going to pick up the game speed here. And we can see the front line breaking. And there we go. And that was the big army inside of Midguard. So, looks like we were, get that guy with Enslave Mind or something like that. So if we take a look, that was Midguard. It was expensive in terms of chaff, but we didn't lose really any of our mages. And we brought a ton of mages, and they were all casting useful stuff. I think we got one of the Scrotties, which is kind of nice. I will need to Gift of Reason him if I want to use him, but anyway, not a bad trophy. And this is really important because now there's really nothing to stop me from finishing off Midguard. I'm going to get his cap, and then I'm going to get his throne. And then the Banded Hills, Flintsten, bunch of small little battles, probably not worth watching. We'll just kind of see the overall evolution of the battle. Okay, forces from Midguard. Okay, some Storm Demons kind of... This actually... Well, no. This isn't quite enough. I mean, it's obvious an equal number of Storm Demons would kill an equal number of my dudes. What is not obvious is that his Storm Demons would kill, like, 6 times as many of my dudes. Without having maybe but one casualty. For some very unlucky Storm Demon. Okay, so this is important. So this is a battle in Lemuria. So I'm coming out... We'll kind of show my get-up here. I've got a few things. I've got this guy who's going to do quickness on top of this guy, which will make him a little harder to hit. Yeah. And then I've got this guy up here. I think he is going to do... this is a mistake, actually. I think he was meant to move here, but not to move and attack. One of the things I wanted to use this guy for was demonic cleansing, but this is not the proper way to do it. I think I was going to do that if there was a battle inside, or if I brought all my armies to attack. But this actually is a misscript. He should not be showing up, because he's just going to pop. But demonic cleansing, once you get it, is one of the great ways to deal with demons if you're fighting a Blood Nation. Unfortunately, you can see that did not work very well. Okay, so quickness... this guy is going to make it through his buff-up cycle, and on the other side we have this very scary army. He cast Curse of Stones, I'm not sure why. I don't think I scripted that. I think it was instead of Resist Lightning. It doesn't like buffing up shock resistance past a certain point, even if technically it could, and even if you script it. And he does have regen built in, so that's going to work out for him pretty well. Though he's probably... Okay, he's decayed, so that's not good. These guys do have decaying weapons. So that is why he is all decayed up. So we'll see. We may lose him, but hopefully he at least causes some damage before he goes. In terms of age, too, because he is decaying, I don't really have to worry about it. He has a very, very high max age. Though, he will age more quickly because I did cast Quickness on him, and so Quickness plus Decay means he ages twice as fast. So normally, you see these little gray tins, they would normally be 5s, and that's him aging 5 years every turn. So he's going to age very, very quickly, twice the normal decay rate. We're not getting too many afflictions, which is nice. Part of that is because we have regeneration, so that's going to give us affliction resistance. And now his storm demons are kind of closing in the gap and coming and attacking, and we are punching our way through them. Look at him punch. Boom, boom, boom. And they just cannot damage him. I mean, they can't. Yeah, so while Storm Demons are an extremely, extremely good troop against any late-game armies, they can be countered through super combatants. So the one thing he needed to do, but he definitely couldn't do on a fast move like this, is bring large amounts... well, I guess he could. He could potentially, with mass life-to-life, life-for-life, kill him. But he would need probably like 8 vampires all spamming it. Or maybe less than that. But this is not going to cut it. And what's important is if he doesn't... I don't know if he'll have a retreat route for this army, but if he doesn't have a retreat route, then it's possible I could kill everything. Because he did leap forward a province ahead. Okay, and it is very clear at this point that nothing he is bringing is going to kill this guy. We did get some afflictions, chest wound and a never healing wound. Pillar of Fire coming down. Pillar of Fire normally would kind of work okay. I do have a fair amount of fire resistance, 5, and it's armor-piercing damage, so it's going to have to go through all my protection. So it's not going to do a ton of damage if it hits me, but it is going to cause some nice friendly fire. I think I saw here that my armies are routed. But I think he's gone berserk, yeah, so he cannot rout. Now there's a risk, too, that with all of this free spawn on the map, that we cannot kill it or it will not all disappear before the battle ends. Okay, so he's routing. My guys are routed, but my guy's berserk, so he's going to run around trying to kill everything. And all this stuff is mindless, so it's going to disappear, but it may not disappear quickly enough. Okay, yeah, there it goes, we died. Actually, I'm not totally sure how that happened. And I'm not sure it happened that way in the real... Oh no, he dies. But we kill a ton of storm demons. And he's probably going to be storming the fort here. Battle in the fortress of Lemuria. And a bunch of his guys... Most of his guys retreated. And they retreated... Okay, this is the only guy who did not retreat. And that remained to storm the fort. So we killed him. But the question now is, and we'll go check, what happened to Lemuria? He won the battle, but at great cost, and only sort of after the battle timed out and all his guys retreated, but he just had free spawn left. And apparently one vampire lord. That was fatigued, most likely. So he, quote-unquote, won the battle. You know, I bet my guy died from old age, if I had to guess. But everybody retreated, right, that was alive. Like, all the storm demons were gone, so nobody's there. Then the only guy who was left went to storm the fortress, and he died. So this is a very weird case. And what happened to the army, right? Because they won, but they retreated, but they lost the one guy who was there. Does that one guy who was there, does he claim the province for them? Apparently not. Very, very weird. There is one storm demon on top of our fort, and I don't know what that means. This was probably one storm demon who was like fatigued out or something, shocked, stunned, did not manage to retreat, but everybody who retreated apparently died. So that is why you want to make sure, especially on important attacks like this, you have, like if you just cast Plague Locust, probably like right here, they may not have attacked that, but if he had a secondary Storm Demon army attack here, he would have guaranteed he had a retreat route. But alas, he does not. So we have managed to completely destroy this army at the cost of some gear and one of our King of Earth Elementals. And that was a lot. That was like 200-something Storm Demon. Yeah, 216 Storm Demon, that's a lot. And then he lost also the Archdevil and then the Demon Lord. And the vampires died, but they'll respawn, and he lost 7 Van Jarls and 27 Van. Some of these were killed by the King of Mountains, but most of them were killed during the retreat, when the battle timed out. So I guess that made a pretty good case for using the Berserker Axe, even though it caused my guy to kind of die. It made it sure that they all retreated, and then when they retreated, yeah. I actually kind of do want to check and see, real quick, if it was Old Age that killed him. So I'm going to zap forward through this battle. Another kind of Highlander scene. Okay, we're getting near the end. And right about now, it'll probably be ending. Let's go ahead and look, see what his age is. Yeah, he's getting real near his max age. So I'm pretty sure that's how this guy dies. Now, if I didn't have quickness on him, which I actually kind of went out of my way to cast, he probably would still live. And he wouldn't have died. Not from that. But it's then questionable whether he would have killed all the rest of the chaff. Yeah, now we're over our max age. So, eventually, yeah, Decay is just going to cause him to pop. He's got a lot of afflictions, too. Okay, boop. Yeah, that was what happened. So if I didn't cast Quickness, I don't know if he would have died. Whoops. I think if I was thinking about it more and I remembered this guy had Decay weapons, I probably would have not made that mistake. I think, have I clicked on all these? I think so. Okay, this actually, we're going to watch this. This is a good evidence of how strong Storm Demons are. So they're not really mage supported. This guy's probably going to cast some stuff. Okay, no, he's probably going to make Fire Elementals. Now, one thing to think about is these guys miss a lot, so in greater numbers on both sides, they tend to be more effective. Yeah, I don't even know how a couple of them died. Somehow 2 of them died. Maybe we hit them with our little spectral spears and got really lucky. Or they burnt up from the fire elementals. I have no idea. Now, a few things have happened. We get a guy attack. A bunch of guys are getting attacked by ice elementals. Some of his demon locusts are getting attacked, which is stranding him again. And we're getting more of the Volas. The Volas we're getting are here, this group that's sieging me up. Now, we have a fair amount of fort defense left. We probably will only make it one more turn, and then we have to prepare to fight. I think this guy who's moving in is just designed to kind of burn gems. But everybody else... Yeah, we've got some guys who are moving in just to kind of burn gems. We're not fighting. We are going to build a temple here, and we're going to move these guys out to go siege down this fort before he finishes this. So he'll have to decide what he wants to do, whether he wants to kind of commit and take this or move and take this. And I also, if I want to, I can converge these guys here and attack. He did not attack again on top of Nashin, which is something I thought he might try to do to take this. And we are going to storm this castle here now. So these are two forts that we took this turn. We got this one, Nifl, and we got Platai. And we're going to move these guys over this way to try to take this throne from Midguard as well. We still haven't broken through this fort, which is a little annoying. We're moving more dudes in. We also, over on this theater, where Utgard is mostly broken now, we have a bunch of dudes sitting on top. We're actually going to move all of them, say, forget this fort, let's go ahead and claim this throne. And we're moving a ton of dudes in. Not many mages, but we're going to have, the quintessential Wailing Winds and Rigor Mortis, which as long as he doesn't have big communion bundles, which it's pretty much impossible he's going to have, we should be able to take it. And moving all of these guys in on top of these, on top of this, while we have his cap bottled in, because he's not going to be able to break out, we're almost guaranteed going to be able to take this fort. There's really nothing he can... I think he's only got a wolf in there now. So we're definitely going to be able to take it. The question is just how much can we move in? And we're getting... I don't know. We're getting a lot. This may be enough to one-turn crack it. I think we have pretty close to 100 or to 750 siege strength. Now, I haven't claimed the lower throne yet, and I kind of do need to claim it. Let's take a quick look at our throne graph. We need 8 ascension points to win. Right now we have 6 of them still. Midguard has 2. This is the outer throne, so it's 2. So if we get this, this is 2 throne points. If we claim this one, it will be... what do you call it? I'm not sure which one this one is, but we'll be up to either 7, and then this one would be 8. So if we get this one, and then we're going to win. The other thing is we're very close to sieging down this fort, so we're going to kind of double down our efforts to... We're going to move some more dudes in here to siege this. We are moving some of these guys out, actually, to try to break Utgard's cap, but we're also moving in a lot of guys from here. These guys... Yeah, I probably need to make more effort to clear out some of these underwater undead and get them on top of one of these forts, but I don't have commanders here, so I kind of got to... this guy shouldn't be calling shadows. I should move him up here, and the next turn he should come in. But we're going for the throne grab here. I need to get this one, and I need to get this one. The problem is right now I don't have anybody inside to claim it. Now I can claim it if I teleport a dude inside, and that may be something I try to do. I can't remember if I try, but if I do, we'll find out next turn, because I'm not going to click around and look. We're also casting Flames from the Sky again, this turn, on 123, which is right here, and hopefully there's, even if we just kill the Naiad, it's worth it. So we're going to target a bunch of chaff, maybe some vampires, maybe some Naiads. He's probably preparing some kind of defense, so we'll do that. Meanwhile, we are going to continue raiding. We got a big... This is not really a raid. This is kind of like a medium commitment army. We're going to be moving in on top of this. And we'll see how that works. You can see he's been cleaning up a lot of my raiding attempts here, using kind of small, appropriately sized armies that are jumping around and just killing my 1 PD. Yeah, so the rating is kind of going okay. It's kind of going badly, too. I think if we look at the score graph, we will probably see that. For provinces, yeah, just kind of up and down. On net, I'm only rating his. He's not really rating mine, because all my stuff's forted up. He's only taken 1 fort from me. So on net, I'm probably still up a little bit, but not too much. In terms of forts, we lost 1 to him, but still it's an upward progress as we take Utgard's forts. And then probably Dominion will show the same. A march upwards as we have hit critical mass now with our Dominion. And we're continuing to gain more forts. All of those things win us more Dominion. So that's basically it. Those are the big strokes. What's going to be critical is if I can hold this throne, because I need this throne to win. And I don't want him to take it. And the other thing is, can we make a defense here? There is some other calculus I'm doing. I'm moving Itimu over this way. And we're going to have Itimu next turn come up here and try to bust them off this fort, because I've only got one more turn. So Itimu's moving out. I don't think he has enough Storm Demons now to 1-turn pop this fort, or to even 2-turn pop it. So I'll be able to get Itimu back in time. So he's going to move out. We'll then give him all the gear once he gets there. I'm probably forging like another Storm Spool or something here. No, I'm not. Okay. But yeah. We're doing a bunch of sneaking attacks. Where are these guys going? Okay, they're moving over here. So yeah, we're getting basically a big core of mages. Over on this side, I've got a ton of these Grand Lemurs coming in over here, and they will be able, I think, to strike at this next turn or turn after. There's a lab here so we can kit them up with gems and script them. But I'm probably going to do an alpha strike with Itimu, see if we kill him, and if we don't, then we'll send more of them in. But we'll just see how that goes. And I think that's it. So put in the comments if you think I'm going to win or if you think Midgard's going to win based on how things are going. And yeah, the game is nearing its end. So see you guys next time.